joined by head coach Bryan Fetzer. Coach, indoor season's winding down. You sent a few individuals, some relays up to Notre Dame last week. Had two top 5 all-time performances in the relays. What did you see from that meet?
Well, definitely started off with the men's DMR. We ran fantastic. Mike Marsalis really started to come into his own as a student athlete and just really putting down 252 to lead things off. I mean that's fantastic. Running with a lot of confidence, and he's continually getting better. The relay, the one thing that's crazy. I mean, Notre Dame should essentially be a prelim for the NCAA meet, because if you don't run a DMR there, your opportunities are pretty slim to make it to nationals. And it's one of those things that we're right on the bubble as basketball fans. Can relate to that. We're right on that bubble. I mean, I think we'll make it into the national championship. Being the number 11 team right now, they take 12, but we have to kind of sit and play the waiting game with that. Our women's 4x4 ran really well. We had a misfortune that we had a bad handoff on the first time, first exchange, but then kind of regained our composure and ran well. Those young ladies are ready to run pretty fast in a week's time at ACCs. And Jordan Lavender, was able to kind of get the rust out and run an open quarter, move herself up into the top 20 in the country. And she's got a lot left in her. She's just got to continue to run relaxed and continue to have some fun with things. So we got a lot out of Notre Dame, fortunately American Airlines was pretty nice to us in helping us with the whole craziness with the Charlottesville weather. But it turned out to be a very productive weekend for us.
You mentioned ACC is coming up this week down at Virginia Tech. On the women's side, you have the two-time reigning meet MVP in Jordan Lavender to lead things off.
Jordan's going to be asked to do a lot of things. She's a senior. This is her last indoor ACC championship, and there's a lot expected of her. But at the same time, she's risen to the occasion each year she's been here. Our women's pole vaulters are vaulting very well. Iona Lake, Morgan Kelly, Sarah Faulkner on the distance side of things. We expect some big things out of them. Our sprint crew, Peyton Cheney's really gotten better every single week. Vanessa Fabrizio is in probably the hardest event in the ACC right now in the women's 800. She's going to have to put up a pretty good performance, to do the things that she wants to accomplish, but she's in the best shape of her life, and she looks great. Both relay teams, we expect to perform well. It's an exciting time. Christine Bohan has continued to get better in the shot put every single week and in the weight. And, Christine's ready to make a breakthrough and really kind of stamp her name on the event, in the conference. So for the women's side of things, we're excited. We're a little bit away or a little bit, outside from a point where I think we can win an ACC championship. But the one thing that's great is that group continues to make progress every single year. And, we're inching closer to be that. And I think we can have some incredible individual performances.
On the men's side, you have a couple favorites in the throws with Jordan Young and Filip Mihailovic. How helpful is it to have a couple guys that you can bank on to kind of lead the group?
Well, it's very helpful. Our men's team is competing with a lot of confidence right now, and I think on the front end side of things, we start to meet off that first day on Thursday with the men's DMR and with the weight throw with Jordan. And then the decathletes competing in the heptathlon. I think it's going to set a good tone. We've been talking all year about who's going to kind of give that spark, and we're going to have a couple opportunities on Thursday to kind of get the spark going, so we can build a fire for the rest of the meet. And our men's program has continued to mature and continue to grow, and there's a lot of confidence. It took me a little bit too long to go over every single individual, but our field events have really been a strong suit for us. And the other thing that's been great is our middle distance and our distance program has just continued to evolve and continued to kind of put its stamp on things. And it's fun when you're going into a meet and that you're in the mix of things. I mean, I really think that Virginia Tech and Florida State are clear favorites, but then there's a couple other teams, ourselves, Clemson, North Carolina, and Duke that are all have viable shots of being, right up there in the mix for some things. So we're excited about stuff, and it's fun, and hopefully our fans and family and friends will get a chance to come down to Blacksburg and see an unbelievable competition. The ACC is definitely becoming, one of the premier conferences in the country with track and field, kind of separating itself from a lot of others in a lot of event areas.